Hello and welcome one and all to the World Ice Hockey Championships 2013 edition. My name is Mark Berwald. I have the pleasure to be here with you for this preliminary round game between Belarus and Slovenia. First, we will listen to the respective teams' national anthems.
Naszej svetlaje imja, Slausja narodał, braterski союз, nasza любимая Maci rodzima, wieczna żywi i kwitniej Belarus. Nasza любимая Maci rodzima, wieczna żywi i kwitniej Belarus.
Please remain standing for the Slovenian anthem performed by local linguists.
Okay, we have the national anthems done, and we're seeing that Slovenia will be on the right-hand part of your screen, starting off the first period. And there we see number 9, Radzinger, the captain for Slovenia, and the Belarus team will be with their captain Koltsov in the white jerseys. They're exchanging their greetings at the beginning of the game. Both of these teams dropped their first games in their preliminary round, and we're having a look at the lineups for the goalkeepers for Belarus, and coming out of their first line, which is where we're going to try and see Belarus getting more goal production, and in this tournament. Both of these, the Belarus team is famous for having more of a defensive type of play. They brought full four lines there, and there we're having a look at the head coach Kopitar for Slovenia. And here we'll have a look at the goalies, Kristen and Hochevar. And of course now the first line, where we're going to be looking for as well for more production, more goal production out of them. The Rodmans were added just at the last day. Gaspar Kopitar happens to have the last name of the head coach of Slovenia. No, well, he happens to be the son of the head coach of Slovenia. His other son, Ance Kopitar, still is that they would love to have with them here in this tournament, happens to still be playing with the LA Kings in their quest towards the Stanley Cup and the NHL playoffs. Average age for the teams seem to be about the same. Average age for Belarus is 25. Average age for Slovenia 26. Both of these teams are in the S division, S for Stockholm, and it's from Stockholm, Sweden, where this game comes from the Globe Arena, and we're getting up to the opening face-offs for the first period, and everybody knows I'm a stickler for face-offs. Who's going to win it? Looks like a draw, but it gets back to Belarus. Back there, move it around the defenseman and throw it down deep into the Slovenian side. Slovenian D-men move the puck around, getting organized, coming out of their own zone, dumping it down into the Belarus zone. Looks like it's going to be a penalty that's coming up right away. Looks like probably holding. And what I was going to say before we got going here, that discipline will be extremely important for both of these teams. Belarus getting itself its first penalty, and there we're having a look at Andrei Skabelka, the head coach of Belarus, and it's Alexander Kitorov who gets himself a holding penalty right there at the blue line. And of course that puts Slovenia right onto their power play right from the get-go in the first period. They win the face-off, getting back to the D, having it around the boards. Belarus trying to get it out of their end, finally throwing it down deep into the Slovenian end where they can regroup and get some fresh legs onto the ice and start moving out into the Belarus zone, trying to organize their power play. And the Slovenians keep good control of the puck. Here comes the slap shot. Oh, just wide, almost in. Belarus get it back, and they get it down the ice again, getting only to the mid-ice area. Almost got caught on a line change, the Belarus team. Slovenia has possession of the puck right behind the Belarus net, but it bounces off into the corner. But finally the Belarus team is able to get the no penalty call there against in the mid-ice area against the Belarus defender. Excellent work by the Belarusians, coming right out in front, almost getting themselves a good scoring opportunity. That's good pressure from a team that has a player in the penalty box. Excellent work. The Slovenians regroup on their power play, another 40 seconds left in it. Belarus team are getting organized, throw the puck down to the other end of the rink. Once again, the Belarus team starts coming out. The Slovenian team wants to come out once again, try and get a good shot on net. Offside against the Slovenian team. This is the Slovenians' obviously first opportunity for power play in this game, and sometimes teams need a little bit of time to get their legs underneath them and get everything working. There we're having a look at the head coaches of both sides. Skabelka for Belarus and Kopitar for Slovenia. Slovenia clawed and scratched its way into this top tier squad, being class number 16 in the world, and Belarus being class number 13. Puck is jammed up against the boards. Finally, the Slovenians come out. Bad pass right down deep into the Slovenian end. And the Slovenians, and the power play is now finished. Teams are back at even strength. And the Slovenians have the puck behind their net, changing on the fly, getting new lines out there. As we were expected so far, we've seen that the Belarus team has been very defensive so far, trying to stand up the Slovenians at their own blue line. Slovenians working hard behind the Belarus net right now, moving it around. Keeping that puck in the Belarus area, keeping the pressure on. Finally, the Belarus are able to get the puck out into the mid-ice area, get that pressure off from their own zone. But the Slovenian team comes right back, dumping it right back down at the Belarus area. It's obvious what the Slovenians want. They want to get pressure onto the Belarus team right away, right from the get-go in the first period, and keep it on there and try and pop in a couple quick goals to set the pace and tempo of this entire game. Slovenians have the puck around their blue line area. They try to regroup, moving it over to the right-hand side of your screen, getting new legs onto the ice. The Belarus concede more or less the first half of the rink to the Slovenian side, not giving up, not opening up any type of areas or pressure. Belarus team every once in a while come with some high pressure right now. See what they can get. Slovenians handling it well, coming out of their own end, up into their mid-ice area. Oh! And that was a good chance right in front of the Belarus net. The Slovenians couldn't get a good shot on net, however. Yeah, it's behind the Belarus net. Moving it around still. They're working it along the boards, trying to get some sort of whistle, but the referees obviously are very stingy with giving face-offs from that type of thing. They don't want to have the puck frozen against the boards in this tournament. And the Belarus team now gets some space, coming all the way down. Avoids a hip check at the blue line, but they can't get anything together, and the Slovenians come right back at them. This time the Slovenians have a bit more open space, but the Belarus defense respond to the challenge and get possession of the puck, moving it around, looking for a quick break, but to no avail. Slovenians taking their time, getting out of their entire zone, trying to dump it in, but it's broken up by the Belarus D-men. Slovenians bringing a lot of pressure onto the defensemen. Oh, big chance! Big scramble in front of the Belarus net. The Slovenians keep the puck. Here comes the pass right in. Good save! Excellent save from our Belarus goalie. Let's have a look at it again. Here's the first opportunity. He gets his leg out there, kicks it right back out into the area. There's the one opportunity, kicks it back out. Then it goes back to the bell line. Belinsky for Belarus. Kristan for Slovenia. Belinsky came up with a very nice save. But the Slovenians are bringing immense pressure onto the Belarusian side. Let's see how long they're able to resist and see if they can't get some offensive action going on their own, as in like right now. Penalty against Slovenia, tripping. The Belarus team is pulling Kristan out of the Belinsky out of the net. They're getting that sixth attacker in right now. It's a delayed penalty call, moving the puck around in the Slovenian area, trying to keep that going alive. It's 6-on-5 right now. The delayed penalty call against Slovenia. The Belarus team looking for 3 shots on net. Good puck control from the Belarus team. And it's still a delayed penalty call. Belarus has its goalie out of the net, obviously, because it gets the sixth attacker onto the ice. And now it's a stop of play for the penalty that would be coming against Slovenia, against the Slovenian defenseman for tripping. And it's 0-0 so far in the first period. And this we'll see what the Belarus teams have. Kopitar, the head coach for Slovenia, has to juggle his lines a little bit as Andrej Tavzesli takes 2 minutes off for slashing. Excuse me, it wasn't tripping, it was slashing that we saw right there. By the way, I would like to say right now while we have a chance, if I get any of the pronunciation of the names of the various players on these teams incorrect or imprecise, I do apologize to one and all right now. But I don't apologize for the tempo of this game and the quality of the play so far. It's been a fantastic game for these first few minutes, and we'll have a look and see if Belarus, who have their first power play opportunity, if they can get a few more good scoring opportunities on the Slovenian side. The face-off will be in the Slovenian side to the right of the Slovenian goalie. It's 5-on-4 for Belarus for a full 2 minutes. Belarus wins the draw, gets it back to the D-man. Here comes the first slap shot. Goes behind the Slovenian net. Belarusian players keep possession of the puck, working it around the perimeter of the Slovenian zone, waiting to move their men around back to the point, keeping possession of the puck. The Slovenians aren't putting any big pressure onto the Belarus team. They're keeping their box in front of their goalie intact. Bit of a scramble in front of the Slovenian net. The Slovenians are able to get the puck out into the mid-ice area, getting the pressure off their area and getting new fresh legs onto the ice. Oh, big opportunity for Slovenians. They steal the puck. Oh, almost had a scoring opportunity on a penalty killing opportunity. The Belarus team gets the puck right back into their own zone, getting some time for Roman Grabarenko, bringing it down on the ice, throwing it deep down into the Slovenian end. Slovenians handle that quite easily, throw right back down at the Belarus end, and bringing some pressure on as well. And we have the puck right back into the Slovenian end, but the Belarus players are having trouble getting possession of that puck. The Slovenians come right back out. Another 25 seconds left in the power play for Belarus, and they're right back down into their own end. Time to replay. Andrei Filichkin leaves the puck for his other players. They're coming down, throwing it deep down. But again, the Slovenians respond, giving it up to play. Big scramble in front of the Slovenian net. And it's 5-on-5 now. The penalty has passed. Puck is going all the way down the ice, and it's icing call against the Slovenian side. So both teams so far have had one penalty against them. And then Robert Kristan responded very well, showing good poise in front of the net. We'll see what he did in this last scramble right there. There's the shot coming in, following it well, keeps his good view on the puck, as goalies have to do, moving across the mouth of the goal. Face off in the Slovenian side. Just about a quick shot by the Belarus player onto Kristan, but to no avail. The Belarus team are able to keep the puck in the Slovenian side. They're working it around the perimeter, but it's come out over the blue line. Slovenians trying to bring some pressure. Yes, intercept the puck. Here's a good opportunity. Oh, Slovenia missed an excellent goal opportunity. Icing against Belarus right now. Here we see that last action. Coming in, just wasn't able to direct it into the net. They had it all set up. Orbis could have had himself a good Rodman. One of the Rodman brothers could have had himself a good goal right at the beginning of this Belarus game. But it does show that Slovenia is starting to create more and more opportunities. Slovenia keeps the puck in from the point. Long centering pass, but to no avail. The Belarus team is able to poke it out deep down into the Slovenian side. It's an icing call against Belarus. Goroshko. There we see Goroshko did take a bit of a hit. Not much on it there in that last action. Kovacevic, big boy out there, making his presence known against the Belarus side. Face off in the Belarus zone. One Belarus side, but Slovenia comes up with the puck along the perimeter of the ice zone, working it along the boards, looking to drop it off to his other attacking teammate. The puck behind the Belarus net right now. Good puck control, working it out in the middle, looking for that good quick shot, which he gets. But to no avail. Now the puck pops out into the center ice area. Working it along the boards. Belarus showing a bit more poise right now in this last shift. A bit scrambling in the last few minutes, and that's to be understood because Slovenia was bringing huge pressure. This is a huge game for both of these teams. This is a game where both of these teams have to make points. Here's Belarus doing good work. Here's an excellent opportunity. Oh! Kristin comes up with a huge save. And here comes Slovenia coming right back at Belarus. Excellent speed. Bring it deep down into the Belarus zone. Again, we're working along the side, and look how the referees do not give that whistle for a face-off in the other zone. They let the players duke it out along the side of the boards. Very stingy with giving the face-offs. Slovenian team keeping possession in the Belarus zone. Excellent work, moving the puck back and forth, waiting for his teammates to get into a good position before he gives them a leading pass. Still working along the boards. Excellent work from the Slovenian side. The puck is right behind the Belarus zone. Oh, and beautiful breakup play by the Belarus defenseman. And we have a stoppage in play right now, as we're looking at number 11 from the Belarus side, Alexander Kulakov. He's the assistant captain. Here's Kulakov's, some of his action there, creating an opportunity, and right off the pad, Kristen happens to get that big pad out there. The excellent save. That's keeping it at a 0-0 result so far. Some communication to the Belarus, well, to both teams' head coaches. Kopitar right there for the head coach for Slovenia. And as well Skabelka, excuse me, Andrei Skabelka, the head coach for Belarus. Face off in the Belarus zone, still 0-0, just a little bit over 8.5 minutes left in the first period. Both of these teams have to be in the Group S, S for Stockholm, 8 teams in both sides. S for Stockholm, H for Helsinki, Finland, where the other 8 teams of the 16 top teams in the world are playing this tournament. And Slovenia once again bringing the pressure onto the Belarus zone, but the Belarus defensemen do respond, and Belarus seem to have a better possibility of getting a bit more pressure onto the Slovenian goal this time. Some good hits being dished out by the Belarusian forwards, but Slovenia responds very well, getting possession of the puck, moving it around out into the mid-ice area. Belarus, with its defensive style, has no problem picking off that centering pass and bringing it back down into the Slovenian side. Should be an offside call against Belarus right now. We're at 7:54 of the first period, 0-0 so far. I was saying that this is a huge game for both of these teams because they're in Group S. Who's in Group S? Belarus, obviously, Canada, Czech Republic, Denmark, Norway, Slovenia, Switzerland, and Sweden. We saw a huge upset between Switzerland upsetting Sweden 3-2 the other night. So we know that this group can have some very unexpected results. But when you're coming up against Canada, Czech Republic, Sweden, and Switzerland, these teams, Belarus and Slovenia, they want to make points now. Slovenia worked so hard to get into this top-tier group, coming in at number 16. You don't want to drop down 1 or 2 world ranking points right now, especially for next year when we're going into the Winter Olympics, and we're coming up to the face-off just outside of the Slovenian end of the rink. They get possession, moving it around. But to no avail. Belarus team is able to come up with possession. They say, well, we'll try and work it around ourselves this time, but they lose the puck. Slovenians come up, look for a centering pass right out in front of the Belarus net, but it gets kicked away. But once again, the Slovenian team comes back with right at the Belarus team, obviously trying to force errors, keeping the puck in the Belarus zone. Big Belarus defenseman keeping possession of it right now. Looking for the long stretch pass. Slovenians converge onto the Belarus player right at their own blue line, get the puck, and just dump it right down back into the Belarus zone. Belarus team, no offside call on that last entrance of the Belarus team into the Slovenian area. Slovenia seems to be able to handle the Belarus pressure. Here's a good scoring opportunity for the Slovenians. There you go, first goal! Goal for number Ratzinger, the captain, number 9. 1-0 for Slovenia. Ratzinger, number 9, gets the first goal, the captain. Couldn't come to a nicer fellow. He's a big player, experienced player for Slovenian side. Let's see how it developed here again. Coming up with the pressure. First shot, going around, right back shot. Ratzinger following up the play. Right there, look at Ratzinger, says, I don't mind if I do. There you go. And it's 1-0 Slovenia. First period of this game. 6:30 left in the first period between Slovenia and Belarus. Ratzinger, the captain, goes out and gets himself a goal. And the Slovenians come right back at Belarus, keeping the pressure on the Belarus team. Belarus seems to keep on keeping its poise, though, not getting too rattled, not giving up too much. And the assist actually came from Kopitar as well. And the Belarus team comes up with the puck in their own end, looking to just get it out of their end, throwing it down the ice. It'd be an icing call against Belarus now. We'll get another stop in the play. We're going to have a look again. Look how it develops. There's the first shot. Kopitar throws it right back to his captain. Right there. Picks up the puck, throws it back. Excellent work. Right back to his captain. And there we have another look at the first goal for Slovenia. Look at how wide open the net was. In that type of situation, of course, the trailing defenseman should have been picking up the, in this case, number 9, the captain for Slovenia. Again, we have the face-off in the Belarus zone. Slovenia wins it, trying to keep possession, working it along the boards. Out to the blue line, slap shot in. Excellent save, from number 35, the Belarus goalie, Belinsky, Vitaly Belinsky, born in 1989, Belinsky. There's a good quick shot at the captain of Slovenia. Belarus, puck in their own end, throwing it out into the mid-ice area. Slovenia able to keep the puck, moving it around to the other side of the rink. No offside against Slovenia. They keep the possession of the puck, working it around the perimeter of the ice again. It's a good strategy that seems to be keeping the Belarus team under constant pressure, which eats up a lot of energy from these teams. Belarus team contents itself with just throwing it out into the mid-ice area. Whistle down because of the number 4, the defenseman, Tabelshi, batting the puck ahead with his hand. In that situation, the player, he can stop the puck, but he cannot put new direction onto the puck. And so we have a face-off just outside of the Slovenian area. They win it, move it, the D-men move it around to the other side of the far side of the rink. And the Belarus team comes right back into the mid-ice area, trying to get something going for their own team in the last 4 minutes of this first period. Working it behind the Slovenian net. Seems to be frozen there, but again, the referees are not giving any easy type of face-off calls. Slovenians throw it out into the mid-ice area. Belarus coming back out of this seems to be a good opportunity, possible opportunity, here was broken up by the Slovenian side. The Belarus team throws it right back in, being a bit more active right now. Here's a good opportunity right from the point. That slap shot was knocked down by the Slovenian players. They've come right back out into the mid-ice area, dump it right into the Belarus zone, get some fresh legs onto the ice. And the puck ends up on the Slovenian side's hockey stick. Now they're organizing themselves coming out of their own end. A bit of a stretch pass was broken up in the mid-ice area. Belarus takes the puck right back down into their own zone and tried to get some pressure of their own onto the Slovenian side. Nicely broken up at the blue line area by the Slovenians. Belarus team comes right back in, looking to get a good shot on net. Here it comes! Goal! Goal for Belarus! Number 70 for Belarus. Ilya Kaznadje. It's 1-1. Ilya Kaznadje gets himself a goal at 17-19 of the first period. Let's see how it develops again. Belarus moving around. There comes it right through the pads, just dribbles right through the pads into the net. Kazadne, it's a bit of a deflection off of the Slovenians player's shin guard. And Kaznadje evens it up, 1-1 between Belarus and Slovenia, with just over 2.5 minutes left in the first period. Slovenians come right back at the Belarus team. But you see the Belarus team now? Offside against Belarus. And the Belarus player ends up going in right onto the Slovenian goalie. There's a bit of a mix-up in front of the Slovenian net right now. Things seem to have calmed down quite a bit. I don't think there was any ill feelings involved. I think the Belarus player crashed into Kristin in a legitimate way, driving towards the net. Things seem to have settled down right away. Let's have a look again. There's the deflection off of the Slovenian player's leg. Watch between the pads of the goalie, between the goalie's pads. Oh, dribbles right in. 1-1, even score. He's a happy Belarus. Kristin, number 33, the Slovenian goalie, has been playing excellent up to now. Bit of a bad luck on that goal, but you know what, Belarus, I take my hat off to them. They went out there and made that opportunity. And we have the puck right down into the Belarus zone, behind the Belarus net. Slovenians get it back to the point, moving it right back around behind the net again. But it pops out over the blue line. They have to reorganize themselves in the mid-ice area. Just under 2 minutes left in the first period, 1-1 between Belarus and Slovenia. And here comes Slovenia once again, throwing it right down into the left-hand side of the Belarus goalie, working along the boards. We've seen a lot of this action in the first period so far. It takes away a lot of energy from both teams. Slovenians keeping the puck, moving it out around now, looking for a good scoring opportunity. Oh, big stopped puck there. That one hurt. Number 28 from the Belarus side went down, and Konstantin Koltsov. Now watch, see, he took it right up on the ribs. And with that, so we see how Stefanovic right there happened to go into Kristin, the goalie from the Slovenian side. Face-off taken in the Belarus area, won by Slovenia. They work it right back behind the Belarus net, looking for a quick. Oh, there was an excellent opportunity, but the Slovenians weren't able to capitalize on that quick centering pass out from behind the Belarus net. Belarus work it right back out into the mid-ice area. But here's a good opportunity for Belarus. Oh, wasn't able to get enough wood on it. Belarus seems to be picking up the speed, picking up the tempo here in this last minute, trying to force the Slovenians into an area which could result in their second goal in this first period. But the Slovenians have none of that, and they throw right back down into Belarus zone. Just over 30 seconds left in the first period. Slovenians throwing it right back at the Belarus team again, trying to create that one good scoring opportunity. Belarus showing some good poise. Themselves coming right back at the Slovenians, throwing it out in front of the Slovenian net. See if there's an opportunity here. Oh! That was a post. I'm sure that was a post. We're going to have a look at that one. That shot by Grabarenko, Roman Grabarenko. I'm sure it went off the post. Here's that last opportunity again from the short side. We'll see if they're going to give us a replay right now. The first period has ended between Belarus and Slovenia, 1-1. There's the goal scorer for Belarus, Kazadeh. Belinsky, number 35, the goalie for Belarus, over towards on the bench. The teams now are going off to their respective dressing rooms for a well-deserved rest. We will be back in about 10 minutes. Welcome back to Stockholm, Sweden, in the Globe Arena. We're watching Slovenia coming back onto the ice to start the second period, waiting for Belarus. You saw in the highlight package there, after the first period, that number 92, Roman Grabarenko for Belarus. He did hit the post in the last few seconds of that first period. You know, if you were in the dressing rooms of both of these sides, I think the head coaches were pretty happy with both of their teams, how they played in this first period. Obviously, Slovenia was really taking it to Belarus. Belarus responded by keeping their poise under pressure and getting a goal out of their own and coming very close to taking a 2-1 lead into the dressing room. So I don't think both head coaches can't be all that angry or unsatisfied with their teams. Just a little bit tightening it up with the defense in front of their respective goalies as we're watching the Belarus team coming back onto the ice. And I think we're probably going to see both of these teams I think Belarus will probably stick to its game plan of keeping fairly defensive and letting the Slovenians come up to about the mid-ice area without having any type of obstruction. As I say, as we're getting coming up onto starting, there's the goal scorer for Slovenia, the captain, number 9, Ratzinger, the big veteran, sitting beside Kopitar, who gave him that assist, number 13. As I was saying, the Slovenian team, they're missing Kopitar's brother, Ansi. He's off with the LA Kings still. We're looking at the goalies now. Belinsky for the Belarus side, and Robert Kristan, who was a bit unlucky on that Belarus goal for a deflection that came off of his defenseman's shin pad. And just another 10 seconds and we're going to get underway with the second period here. All tied up 1-1 in Stockholm between Belarus and Slovenia. Tikar is out there for the Slovenian side to take the face-off, and he wins it for the Slovenes, who come right back at Belarus, dumping it down into their own zone. Trying to get that same game plan of the first period, getting early pressure, looking for a quick shot, but to no avail. But good puck handling and puck control in the Belarus zone. Here it comes again, right out in front. And the Belarus goalie covers it up, and we're going to have a face-off in the Belarus area. Zieglik had that last opportunity for Slovenian side against the Belarus. It's going to be a face-off to the right of the Belarus goalie. Discipline is going to be ever more important for both of these teams as this game goes on. Belarus side bring the puck out into the mid-ice area, dumping it down into Slovenian. Slovenian zone, trying to bring some pressure onto the Slovenian side. Slovenians trying to take advantage of some of the speed that they have, but when they dump it down into the Belarus zone by bringing their really fast flying forwards down to try and pick up the rebound off the boards behind the Belarus goal. But so far, the Belarus D-men have been able to respond very well. There's a long slap shot kicked out to the right again, but again, Slovenians keeping possession in front of the Belarus zone. This Belarus line looking at just a bit slow. I think there was a mismatch on the lines that they had out there right now. And in fact, the Belarus are bringing out right away a new line to even things up a bit better. Slovenia coming out of its own zone into mid-ice area. Dumping it right down. There's Kopitar, number 13, for the Slovenian side, trying to get the puck, but to no avail. Belarus throw it right down the ice side. No icing being called. And the Slovenians keep the puck in the own end. Both teams getting some fresh legs onto the ice. Here comes the Slovenians looking for a good tip in, but still to no avail. Good work by the Slovenians trying to keep the Belarus bottled into their own area, but it looks like it's an offside against the Belarus at the Slovenian zone. There's Andrei Skabelka, head coach for Belarus. Number 10, Solomonov from the Belarus side took a hit out there. He's getting looked at by the team physician. And the Belarus drag it right down behind their net, trying to get something organized, keep the puck out of their own zone. Delayed offside against the Slovenians, but they do exit out of the zone. Now the Slovenians are bringing more pressure against the Belarus team, coming with very high pressure deep down into the Belarus area. And eventually the puck does wind up down on the Slovenian side, with them dumping it down once again into the Belarus area, working it around the side, but the puck is still in the Belarus zone. But finally now they are able to bring it out into the mid-ice area. Here's a good possible opportunity for the Belarus forwards to get some pressure onto the Slovenian side. Shot coming in, big screen shot. They can't get, lost his Belarus player, lost the puck, lost his stick actually. Goes back to the bench, and the Slovenians bring it right back down into the Belarus area. Working it out, looking for a good centering pass, but that's broken up by the Belarus team, and they just dump it right back down into the mid-ice area. No offside against Belarus on that play, on that little dipsy doodle that was down at the blue line. And the Belarus now. Oh, here's a good opportunity. Good snapshot, blocked by the Slovenian players. Little by little, Belarus is getting itself back into the game. Little by little, creating scoring opportunities, just like you saw there. And it was by a good sacrifice. And there you see again, another good long stretch pass to number 16 from the Belarus side. Stefanovic, Mikhail Stefanovic picks up that long stretch pass. Here we're seeing another opportunity. That's the Slovenian side that went down, blocked that second last scoring opportunity. And we have a face-off now in the Slovenian side. Off to the right of Robert. And the Slovenians win the face-off, taking it down immediately into the Belarus area. Pavlin, number 17 from the Slovenian side, is down. He's hurt. Belarus keep on coming. Play is whistled dead right now. Number 17, Pavlin. Looks like probably a stick got up around the face area, up around the mouth, the nose. We'll see what the referees decide right now. Kopitar, the head coach for Slovenia, is looking on. We'll have to wait and see what Pavlin. See right here. See what happens right here. Oh, there's the stick that came up right there. Pavlin, number 17, took that stick right up into the face area. Seems to be okay. But of course, nobody wants to have to go to the dentist after any of these games. The Belarus team win the face-off in the Slovenian side. Slovenians are able to get that puck off the Belarus team and bring it right back down into the Belarus zone. Here's a good opportunity. Oh, just wide from the Slovenian shot. Here comes Belarus. This could be an excellent opportunity again. Good shot. Good shot right on. There's a bit of a mix-up right in front of Kristin, the Slovenian goalie right now, but they seem to be breaking it up pretty quick. Robert Kristan. You have a good look at Robert Kristan, the Slovenian goalie, number 33. And here we're going to have a look at that last shot opportunity from Belarus. He drags it right into the slot area. Kristan sees it all. There's a bit of the shoving that's going on in front of Kristan at the end of the play. Face off in the Slovenian area. The puck bounces around. There's a struggle to get possession of the puck, but it does bounce out into the mid-ice area, and there's a race for it right down into the Belarus zone. From number 26, Andrei Stas. For the Belarus area, would love to get him, net himself a good goal. Once again, the Belarus defensemen respond well. But the Slovenians are keeping the pressure on them, moving that puck around in the windmill zone. Just a little tap in would have given a 2-1 lead to the Slovenian side, but to no avail. It's still 1-1. Oh, here comes an opportunity for a shot on Kristan. He took it very high up around the collarbone area. We'll see if he's been hurt. Kristan, Robert Kristan. That shot came up very high up onto his right-hand side, up around maybe his collarbone. Let's see what happened there. Right there in that side there. He's able to keep control of it. But that's smarts when it gets up there. You have a lot of protection. But when if it does get in there and just nicks right onto the collarbone, it smarts for a long time. But he did a very good job handling that, Robert Kristan. Shakes it off. And we look at some of the fun that the fans are having in Stockholm today. And we're getting back to it. Now it's still 5-on-5. Second period, all tied up 1-1. Face off in the Slovenian side. To the right of Robert Kristan, the Slovenian goalie. Face off won by the Slovenian side to get around behind their net, out into the Belarus area. Belarus deep men move it around. Bit of a bad pass. They give it right up to number 13, Kopitar, for the Slovenian side. Oh! What a beautiful opportunity! And if ever there's a lesson to be learned in hockey, that entire play should be watched by everyone. A sloppy pass between the Belarus defensemen created that opportunity. That Kopitar went in and created all for the Slovenian side, and it just about resulted in a goal. Now the puck's right behind Robert Kristan, the Slovenian goalie. They're able to move it out into the mid-ice area. No icing on the call. Big stretch pass. No offside against Belarus. But the puck rings around the boards out into the mid-ice area. Play is whistled down. There we're looking at Tomasz Ratzinger, the captain for Slovenia. He netted the first and only goal so far. There's the last opportunity. He almost had his second right there. The Ratzinger-Kopitar combination seems to be working in this game so far. But that entire situation, that last replay there, all originated from a sloppy pass between the two Belarus defensemen. And the puck's right back down into the Belarus zone. Slovenian forwards trying to work it out from the corner. Looking for that centering pass, broken up by the Belarus centerman. Puck bounces out into the mid-ice area. Both teams so far in this second period have been very disciplined. No penalties so far up to this point. Belarus offside. Offside, Sabolic, number 55 for Slovenia. Didn't have enough time. Tikar dragging the puck. Rok Tikar. They're looking for a lot of work out of him. He's already got an assist. The Slovenian side needs to get more scoring, and Rok Tikar is one of those people that they will be looking to in this entire tournament. Puck down in the Slovenian side, working the puck around behind the net. Belarus players keeping possession of it, working it out into the mid-ice area. They're able to keep it in. Puck bouncing around back into the left-hand side of the Slovenian goalie in his own zone, but they were able to work it out into the mid-ice area. Slovenians standing up, getting stood up by the Belarus team right in the mid-ice area a bit more often now in the second period. And the Slovenians keep possession of the puck, working it, coming out deep from their own zone, looking to get something organized to try and take the lead in this game. The Belarus team looking more and more to the long stretch pass, try and catch the Slovenians either on a slow change. Here come the Belarus team. They did try a good shot, but it was deflected off into the corner. Once again, the Belarus team throw the puck right back down against the Slovenians, giving the Slovenian side a bit of their own medicine. They come out with the puck. Here's a good opportunity. Goal! Goal! Number 77 for the Belarus side, Kitarov. There we see Kitarov, number 77. For Belarus, gets himself a goal at 9:44 of the second period. It's 2-1 Belarus. Let's see how it develops. Coming out of the corner. Wins possession of the puck. Right over Kristan's right shoulder. Right there. And that's all. Kitarov gets an excellent goal, but that all comes from very hard work from the Belarus side. Going into the corner of the Slovenian side, getting possession of the puck, walking out from the corner, and they've got themselves the second goal, and they take the lead for the first time in this game. 2-1 Belarus against Slovenia, second period, just over 10 minutes left. Long stretch pass for the Slovenian side. They're coming right back at Belarus. They don't want this situation to prevail for any time possible. No penalty called on the last hit in the corner. Slovenians desperately throwing it at the Belarus net, but to no avail. But see, there we see again. Look how the Belarus player gets possession of the puck, moves it out, gets the opportunity. They made that opportunity for Kitarov. They went in there, and they made that opportunity for themselves. They're able to capitalize on it, getting their second goal in this game. And the play is whistled down again right off the face-off. The Rodman brothers are out there trying to get something going for the Slovenian side. Oh, look at Belarus now. Look what kind of intensity the Belarus players are bringing towards the game right now. It's amazing what a goal will do for a team. Look how things have turned around now. All of a sudden, Belarus is all over Slovenia. Belarus keeping possession behind the Slovenian net. All of a sudden, the Belarus team has just picked up their game with intensity and tempo. Slovenian team is able to bring it out into the mid-ice area, getting it down deep into the corner. Belarus has none of that. They pop it out into the mid-ice area, quickly getting fresh legs onto the ice. And play is whistled dead. We'll see what the referee has to say. Could be very simply, looks like a cross-check situation, but doesn't seem to have been any type of penalty called on that right now. It still stands 2-1 for Belarus against Slovenia. The Belarus team has definitely lifted their tempo after that second goal. One of the differences between the first and second periods so far has been that there's been much more play between the two blue lines. Belarus isn't letting Slovenia bring the puck right down on them anymore. Look at the Belarus team. They're coming right after Slovenia in their own zone. They never did that in the first period. Here's the Slovenian opportunity. Low wrist shot off the target. Belarus coming right back at Slovenia. And play is whistled down. Having a good look at the assistant captain for Belarus, number 11, Kulakov, Alexander Kulakov. Let's have a look at some of the highlights. Here's the first goal, and only goal so far for Slovenia, coming from their captain. Here's the first goal from Belarus, going right between the pads. And here again, we're seeing the just scored Kularov goal. Kitarov, number 77. So far, his second goal is standing as the game winner, but there's lots of time left in this game. Anything could happen. As I was saying before, this game is a must situation for both sides. They don't want to let any points slip away from them in these games right here. So both of these teams, right to the last second of every period, will be giving 110%. And Slovenia comes out of their own end with the puck. Slovenia trying to get something going with the centering pass, but blocked right back into the Belarus corner. They're able to bring it out into the mid-ice area. Here's a possible opportunity for Belarus. No, broken up by the Slovenian defense. Yeah, it's offside against number 15 from Gregoric was offside for the Slovenian side. So it's going to be a face-off just outside of the Belarus zone. Belarus wins the face-off, coming back right after the Slovenians. Belarus team is showing that excellent hard work brings results, and they're looking for more results right now. Big hit in the corner, but no penalty called. Here comes the Slovenian side, backhand directed off into the corner. And we're gonna have a penalty called right now. This will probably be the first penalty called in the second period so far against the Slovenian side for cross-checking. Kranjic, number 28, Alice Kranjic gets his 2 minutes for cross-checking. Again, as I said in the first period, if I'm getting any pronunciation wrong on any of the names here, I do apologize. We'll have a look again what's happening right at the bench, coming in again. And that's exactly what the Slovenian side doesn't need. You want to be hepped up, ready for the game, give your 110%, but you also have to remain emotionally cool. That was just a bad penalty taken by the Slovenian side. Let's see if the Belarus team can do anything about it. But they give away the puck right in their own zone. They give a shot. Oh, 2 shots from the Slovenian side. Could be 3. The Slovenians coming with immense pressure, even though they're 1 man down. The Belarus team keeping possession of the puck in their own end, trying to settle things down, trying to get things organized. Bit difficulty even for Grabarenko, number 92 from the Belarus side. Now Grabarenko decides to give it another try right from deep, right behind his own net, bringing the puck out. Belarus take a long shot right down onto the Slovenian side goalie, but it's kicked out, and we're right back down to the same situation of Belarus coming out of its own zone, but this time they're more organized. Belarus working the puck around, but to no avail. The Slovenians bringing immense pressure against Belarus in this power play that the Belarus side has for another 25 seconds. Again, to no avail, this power play. Slovenian side bringing pressure. Oh, here. Slap shot from the point from the Slovenian defenseman is blocked. Kicked out into mid-ice area. Puck's worked right back down. There was a bit of a tussle between the Belarus goalie and number 12, number Filichkin from Slovenia. Excuse me, number 12, Rodman, David Rodman from Slovenia. And there's one of the Rodman brothers. And after all that type of work, the Belarus goalie says, I've had enough of this. And he decides to stop the play, giving his coach a chance to reorganize his lines. Obviously, Andrei Skabelka, the head coach for Belarus, is not happy about that power play situation. Slovenia keeping possession behind the Belarus net, working it from the point back right behind the net again. This time Belarus is able to keep possession. Bringing it down. Belarus, though, has it down in Slovenian end. Tried to create that pressure that was so effective the last few minutes. Slovenia seems to be responding, though. And it looks like an offside at the Belarus blue line. Skabelka, head coach of Belarus, looking up and down his bench, trying to decide what kind of a combination of players he has to do to throw out against the Slovenian side. Maybe hoping if they could pop out a third goal, giving them a bit of a cushion to take into the dressing room at the end of this second period. Slovenia obviously doesn't want any of that to happen. They want to get tied. Here's a good opportunity for Slovenia. Oh, it's redirected off into the corner. Once again, that Slovenian opportunity came from a bad clearing pass from the Belarus side. Here's Slovenia throwing it in once again. Good work from the Slovenian side, and super work from number 35 on the Belarus side. Belinsky, Vitaly Belinsky. He's keeping his team, the Belarus side, in this game because Slovenia is coming with all the pressure possible. Here's another opportunity. And that puck deflects off of a skate up into the netting, and we have a stoppage of play. Stefanovic, number 16 for Belarus, is out there trying to absorb all this pressure coming from the Slovenian side, but Slovenia is obviously upping the tempo, upping the pace right now in this few final minutes of the second period. Face-off going down deep into the Belarus area. Slovenians moving that puck around, throwing it into that. Oh, a deflection just went wide of the Belarus net. The Belarus players, they said, we've had enough of this, and they throw it all the way down the ice. It's an icing call against Belarus. Rodman. The Rodman brothers have been out there driving Vitaly Belinsky crazy. Let's have a look at that last shot. Look to the right of your screen. Oh, the deflection just went wide. And the Slovenian goalie decides to, Robert Kristan decides to stop the play. Smothers the puck. We're going to have the face-off to the left of Kristan, the Slovenian goalie, in their side. 5-on-5. Only one penalty in this second period so far against Slovenia for cross-checking. Just under 2 minutes left in the second period. Belarus moving that puck around, throwing it out into the mid-ice area. Slovenia bringing as much pressure as it can. The last few minutes have been just boiling with the pressure that Slovenia has been bringing against Belarus, but Belarus has resisted so far and keeping their 2-1 lead. Right out in the mid-ice area. Puck finally comes out to the Slovenian D-men. They move it around just over the red line, center ice line. Throw it deep down into the Belarus area. Belarus sending it way down, right on net. No stoppage in play right there. The Slovenian team tries to do a quick turnaround, bring it right back down into the Slovenian side. Number 92, Graborenko, is out there on the ice, defenseman for Belarus, just lifting the Slovenian player's stick at the last second to save a shot on net. Now the last minute of the first period was all Belarus. Let's see what happens now in the last minute of the second period. What Slovenia can do. Number 86, Kovacevic, the big defenseman for Slovenia, brings the puck down, throws it deep down into the Belarus area. Belarus responds by throwing it all the way down the ice. Here's an opportunity. Oh! It was a big opportunity for Koltsov. Right in those last few seconds. You got a big puck. Kristen, Robert Kristen as well. The goalie for Slovenia is shaken up. The captain for Belarus. He took one for the team. Koltsov. Let's see how it develops. There's a bouncing puck. Bringing it in. Bit of a touch from the Slovenian defenseman. Sends him off balance. Came right up. Took one on the jaw. Kristen, the goalie, takes one right on the jaw. We get a real good close-up right there. But again, this is the problem that Slovenia had at the end of the first period. They seemed to be already in the dressing room, and Belarus came up with a good opportunity right there. Obviously, excellent work from Konstantin Koltsov, the captain, number 28 for Belarus. Face off to the left of Kristen, the Slovenian goalie. No penalties called. Last 18 seconds in the second period. Let's see if Belarus can come out with a quick shot on net from this face-off. Kulikov is out there for number 11. Is out there for the Belarus side. They do win it. There comes the shot right down on Kristen. He covers up, and we're going to have another face-off in these last dying seconds of the second period. There's the shot coming, the wrist shot coming from the point. Kristen sees it all the way in, covers up very quickly. The Belarus centerman is waved out of the face-off area. Kulikov will take the face-off. Scramble him at the face-off area. The puck does come out into the Slovenian possession side. They're looking for a long stretch pass. No icing called. Last second. And that's it. It ends. Second period ends 2-1. And there's the Kitorov. He got the second goal for Belarus. It's 2-1 for Slovenia. The teams are off to their respective dressing rooms. And we'll see you back here in just over 10 minutes' time. Welcome back. We're watching the Slovenian team and the captain Ratzinger, number 9, leading his troops back out onto the ice for this third period between Belarus and Slovenia. The Rodman brothers as well are waiting to get back onto the ice. They want to turn this situation around. Belarus took a 2-1 lead into the dressing room at the end of the second period. It wasn't to be too expected. As I was seeing, Slovenia is ranked number 16, Belarus number 13. These are the games where teams like this want to get their points, because it's going to get tougher and tougher for these teams when they go up against other teams in their Group S, such as Canada, Switzerland, Sweden. Those are going to be very difficult teams. They want to get their points here right now. Belarus can't be anything but happy coming out of their second period. Belinsky, the number 35, the goalie for Belarus, is doing absolutely fantastic so far. Let's see if they can just put in 1/3 of the game, the third period, together and protect this lead and take those points. That would be like money in the bank to them. That's right, money in the bank, my friends. Graborenko, number 92, had a big second period. Koltsov, the captain, leading his troops back onto the ice. Discipline is going to be more and more important. We saw that there was very few penalties. In fact, only one penalty in the second period against Slovenia. Very poorly taken. The only thing that the Belarus head coach Skabelka could say to his defensemen, don't be so sloppy with your passes. A sloppy pass between the Belarus defensemen opened up an opportunity where Kopitar almost gave his captain, the number 9, Ratzinger to the second goal. There you're looking at him right now. He almost had a second goal in the second period, but it's still sitting 2-1 for Belarus. They can't be anything but happy. The goalies are back out on the ice, and we're coming up to the opening face-off of the third period. 2-1 Belarus against Slovenia. Here we go. Won by Slovenia. They come right back. They're coming at Belarus as they have to in this third period. Belarus would dearly love to get that puck right now and pop it out into the mid-ice area as they do. A light shot onto Robert Kristan, the Slovenian goalie, puts the puck behind the net, and the Slovenians come right back in, dragging it right down towards the Belarus net, but to no avail. Belarus has the puck behind their own net, taking their time, waiting to get the fresh line onto the ice. Now they've decided, Grabarenko decides to come out and throw it all the way down the ice, but he was just a little bit not over the red line, and I believe it's going to be a facing call. Kopitar, head coach for Slovenia, he's looking up and down the bench. He says he's asking himself now as well, what combination do I have to put out there that's going to get us some results? And it is a facing, an icing call, excuse me, against Belarus. Belinsky getting his equipment in order. Face off to the right of Belinsky, the Belarus goalie. Belarus wins it. Belinsky immediately covers up, and then we're going to redo it all over again. Face off to the right of Belinsky, the Belarus goalie. There we're having a good look at Skabelka, Andrei Skabelka, the head coach of Belarus. So far must be happy, but he would love if his team could just get another goal and give them just a little bit of a cushion here in this third period. Ugarov, number 18, is going to take the face-off for Belarus. They're able to keep control but not get the puck out of the zone. Slovenia keeps it in the Belarus area, desperately trying to get some sort of pressure and a quick centering pass. Then they do get a quick centering pass out. It's a big scramble in front of that. Goal! Goal! Right there for Slovenia. It was such a big scramble in front of the net. We're going to have to see who gets that, who actually gets that goal assigned to them. It's 2-2 between Belarus and Slovenia. And now we see there, it could be going to Rodman, number 22. Let's see how it develops again. Throwing it out, scrambling around. Let's see who gets, it's a deflection off of Grabarenko's left skate. Off of Grabarenko's left skate, and it's in. We'll see who they assign that goal to. Could be Rodman. Anyway, once again, look to the left of your screen, right there. Oh, the minimal amount of space, but it got through. And it's all tied up at 2-2. The ice surface is so big and yet can be so small at times in hockey. Anyway, we're back to live action. They're working it out. Puck is still in the Belarus zone, but the Slovenians make a quick turnaround. Yes, the second Slovenian goal has been given to Rodman. So that'll make him quite happy. That'll make both of the Rodman brothers quite happy. Slovenia has the puck behind their net. Belarus is coming with some pressure, causing no penalty being called as of yet. Belarus, there's a penalty being called against Slovenia, probably for tripping or holding, it could be. It's number 51 from Slovenia, Robar. Number 51, Robar, gets himself 2 minutes to meditate in the penalty box about what he did. And that's exactly what Kopitar did not want to be happening right now. Robar gets himself 2-minute holding penalty. They had just brought themselves even. Let's see right there. There he is, grabbing, pulling him down. That's all it takes to get a holding call these days in international hockey, especially when it's right in front of the referee. And we see Belarus on his power play. They would love to get a go-ahead goal off of this right now. Belarus is able to keep possession, working around the periphery of the Slovenian zone. Slovenia keeping the 4-man box in front of its goalie. Oh, there's a bad giveaway by Belarus. And Slovenia is able to get the puck down the ice and get some fresh legs out onto the ice surface. Belarus taking its time. Belarus player actually slips and falls. It's a turnover to the Slovenian side right now, the puck. They're coming right back at the Slovenian side, see if they can't get a shot on net. They do get a weak shot on net. Belarus again is turned back, getting themselves better organized. Grabarenko throws it deep down into the Slovenian side. It's behind the Slovenian goal right now. And once again, the Belarus players have it. They're working around the periphery. It's out to the point area. And setting up the shot. Screen shot coming in. Goal! Goal, Belarus on a power play! 3-2 Belarus. 20 seconds left in the power play. What were we talking about discipline? Filichkin nets himself the third goal. Filichkin, Andrei Filichkin. Number 12, watch how it develops. Look at the upper slot area. Look to the left of your screen, upper slot area right there. Rebound comes right out, got it, snaps it right in. That makes the Belarus bench quite happy. Kopitar, the head coach of Slovenia, not happy. They had worked so hard just to get themselves up into tying up the game. Bad penalty, put Belarus onto a power play, and they capitalized on it. It's now 3-2 for Belarus against Slovenia. 15:50 left in the third period. Lots of time, however. Anything could happen, and this seems to be turning into a rather wide open third period so far. Here comes Belarus on the attack. There's big pressure from Belarus, blocking up the Slovenian defenseman behind his own net. No penalty called there yet. Excellent work from the Belarusian side. Keeping that puck in the Slovenian area. All of a sudden, Slovenia is back on its heels. And Belarus has a whole lot of confidence. But Slovenia does come up with the puck, bringing it back down to the Belarus end of the rink. End-to-end action right now. Belarus dumping it right down into the Slovenian end. Changes on the fly going on. Here comes Slovenia right back at Belarus. Things are getting much more wide open now as compared to the first two periods. And Slovenia dumps the puck right back down into the Belarus zone. Number 92, Grabarenko, is out there for Belarus, trying to keep some order in the defensive part of the Belarus game. They work so hard to get themselves into a situation right now where they have a 1-goal lead in the third period. They would love to take this result into the dressing room. Slovenia takes a long shot right down onto the Belarus goal. He handles that easily. Here comes a 3-on-2 situation for Belarus. Oh, nice move, nice dipsy-doodle move from the Belarus centerman. Here again comes Belarus. It's the Belarus moment. Again, we saw Belarus, when they score a goal, all of a sudden they seem to just get fire in their skates. And for the next number of minutes, they're the team that commands on the ice surface. Here's number 9, Ratzinger, the captain for Slovenia, trying to bring it down, get something happening for his own side. Belarus keeps the puck behind their own net, settling things down, getting fresh legs out onto the ice, moving it up into the mid-ice area, looking for a quick snapshot, goes off the skate of a Slovenian player, and here comes Slovenia looking for a 4-on-3 situation. Oh, just dribbles by the right-hand side of the Belarus goal. Slovenia is desperately bringing as much pressure and firepower as they have on Belarus, but Belarus resists, dumping it into the mid-ice area. Slovenia looking for a quick turnaround to catch Belarus on a change, but to no avail. And the puck is whipped around the boards. Here comes Belarus looking for a quick thing, trying to draw a penalty from the Slovenian defender, but no call from the referee. It's a lot of back and forth play right now between the two teams. Slovenia coming in on the Belarus end of the ice. Grabarenko behind the Belarus net, trying to keep possession. Oh, big save! Huge save by the Belarus goalie. We're going to see if Grabarenko actually got in there. The defenseman got in and made a save himself. And Slovenia is just going crazy, bringing everything they got on Belarus right now. No icing call, possible called on that. Puck is down in the Slovenian end. The facing waved off. Grabarenko, you had a shot of Grabarenko on the Belarus bench right now. Belarus team is resisting as much as possible. Actually looking pretty good. Waiting to catch the Slovenian side a little bit misbalanced all in advance, so that they can maybe get a breakaway against Slovenia and pop in that 4th cushion goal. But Slovenia is bringing a delayed offside call right now against Slovenia, but that's waved off. Slovenia again, just dumping it down as fast and as hard as it can into the Belarus zone. Seems to be that icing has been waved off again. And play continues, just over 10 minutes left in the 3rd period, 3-2 Belarus against Slovenia. Slovenia dumps it right down into the Belarus zone. Belarus responds by bringing pressure on a possible icing. No icing call. Again, Belarus responding to the Slovenian pressure, covering up the zones. Excellent, here's a possibility for Belarus. Good work keeping possession of the puck in the Slovenian end. Excellent poise from the Belarus side, trying to bottle up the Slovenian team in their own end, take some pressure off their defense for at least a few seconds. And that's where and they dump it right down into the Slovenian end again. Belarus coming up with the puck again, moving it out of their zone into the mid-ice area. 2-on-2 situation. And Kristen. And Kristen stops the play. That's the Slovenian goalie. There's Grabarenko. He may be the man who saved his day. We're going to have a replay coming on. Roman Grabarenko. Let's have a look what's going on here in the last couple of minutes. There's Grabarenko at the top of your screen. There's the shot on the goalie. Oh, yes, he did get his hand out there. He saved it. Grabarenko. Watch how he comes in behind the goalie. There's the shot. He saved a goal. Grabarenko, he's the man of the moment. He's the man of the day. That could be the play of the game right there from Grabarenko. Coming out there showing his goalie capacity as well. Excellent play from a defenseman. You can't ask for more from that. Belinsky is going to have to buy Grabarenko a beer after the game. Grabarenko is out on the ice right now for this face-off coming up in the probably the Slovenians' end. Yes, it is. Grabarenko, in fact, stops that long clearing pass from the Slovenian end. And the seconds keep on ticking away. We're just over 8 minutes, 40 seconds left in the third period. Puck goes all the way down the ice, probably icing, and in fact it is an icing call against Belarus. Slovenian fans doing their best part to push their team on, and their head coach Kopitar, which you see on the screen right there. There's the man of the moment, Grabarenko, number 92. Clearing the puck out for Belarus into the mid-ice area. It goes right down into the Slovenian end. They regroup. Trying to bring back as much speed as possible deep down into the Belarus area. Here's a possibility. Coming out, big scramble in front of the Belarus net. Here comes the big puck again. And it's brushed away behind the Belarus net. Another icing call will be against Belarus. Belinsky holding him off. Here's that last big scramble in front of Belinsky. He can't see anything. Throws at it. There comes the shot off of a stick over the net. Ho, 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 ho. That's the head coach from Belarus. Skabelka, Andrei Skabelka saying, oh, ho, ho, how long can we hold on? Oh, 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 almost. Just about a big giveaway in front of the Belarus goalie. Slovenia is bringing everything they got, including the kitchen sink, against Belarus right now. Belarus is going to have to be very disciplined and not take any penalties right now in this last few minutes. Quick, long, clearing pass from the goalie of Slovenia all the way up the ice. And Belarus is content just to throw it into the mid-ice area. Here's a possibility for Belarus. Beautiful defensive play. Saves that centering pass that will probably have meant the fourth Belarus goal. Grabarenko, number 92 for Belarus, pulling the puck around the side of his zone. His companion gets it out all the way down into the Slovenian end. No icing called. And here comes Slovenia once again. Rodman tries to break through the defense, but he's pulled down. We've got a penalty called, and it looks like it's going to be a hooking call against Belarus. And there's Kaznade, who has one of the Belarus goals, number 70. He's looking up to see exactly what happened. But it's probably with Rodman bursting through the defensive zone who forced the Belarus defenseman. Let's have a look at some of the highlights. Right there, there's the first goal in the first period. There's the exchange of goals. Here's in the second period, the second Belarus goal. that gave them the lead. And look at the skate, off of Grabarenko's skate. And there's the third Belarus goal, Filichkin. And the face-off, resuming Pelé with the face-off in the Belarus zone. And it's number 70. Gazadeh, who's taken 2 minutes. And Belarus is able to pop the puck out into the Slovenian end. And it's a 2-minute power play, 1:45 left on the power play for Slovenia. This is the golden moment for Slovenia if they want to get themselves back into a tie. Oh, Belarus can't get the clearing pass out of their own zone. Oh! Oh my goodness! Oh, what a scramble in front of the net! What a scramble in front of the net! Belarus was able to save itself from taking that third Slovenian goal. Slovenia just comes right back at them again. Slovenia moving it around the periphery of the Belarus zone. Belarus is going to have to be extremely careful not to take a penalty in this situation right now and go down 5-3. With Slovenia moving it around the periphery of the Belarus zone, it's 5-on-4. For the Slovenian side, the puck does jump out into the mid-ice area. Both teams take the opportunity to get fresh legs onto the ice. Slovenia is bringing absolutely everything against Belarus right now. They're able to resist. Down to the last 35 seconds in the power play for Slovenia. They have it back to the point. There comes the shot from Rodman. Moving it around again. Goal! There's the tying goal. Number 3, the third goal for number 55, Sabolic. And there's Kaznade. He took the penalty for Belarus, which gave the opportunity for the Slovenian. There's Robert Sabolic. He gets the third and tying goal in this game right now. Let's see how it developed again. Once again, coming in for the point. Deflection right in front. There's the opportunity. This is one of the first scoring opportunities before. This is one of the umpteenth big scramble in front of the Belarus net. Here we see the last opportunity coming along. And there's the 3-3 between these two teams. Now, what we were saying before this game here, let's have a look at it again. Moving in, beautiful Belichkin coming in, defending his net in a beautiful way, straight out in the front. And Sabolic has his goal for the game, tying it up at 3-3. As we were saying before, the Belarus is coming back with its own pressure right now. Oh, big scramble in front of the Slovenian net. Oh! Oh my goodness! Holy Gagali Mismali, it's 4-3 for Belarus. The assistant captain of Belarus walked out from the corner. Number 18 from Belarus, Ugarov walked out from the corner. The assistant captain, Alexei Ugarov, number 18, goes out and gets himself the fourth go-ahead goal. Watch how it develops here. He comes out right from the corner, walks around, shoots it right up in the high corner of the Slovenian net. Watch how he's able to walk out from the corner. Ugarov, my goodness. My goodness, it's 4-3 Belarus. It's bouncing back and forth in these last few minutes. And now Slovenia has to go and do it all over again. Try and pull itself up into a tie. But I must say, Ugarov walking out from the corner One of the cardinal rules for defensemen is never let that happen, and that's the price you pay. Obviously, a good work from number 18, Ugorov, Alexei Ugorov, the assistant captain, who got himself that fourth, and now go-ahead goal. And Slovenia gets fresh legs out on the ice. They have to regroup, they have to rethink, they have to get obviously they have to get another goal. Just under 4 minutes left in the third period. This is turning into a shootout.
Scored by number 18, Alexei Ogarov. He is assisted by number 17, Ilya Krasnodin, and number 88, Yevgeny.
And here they come again. Slovenia centering pass. Goes all the way through the zone, over the blue line. And they're in the mid-ice area. Slovenia regroups, throws it right back at them. Belarus keeping the Slovenian players tied up in their own zone. Slovenia gets possession of the puck behind their own net. They get a change. They come out, get reorganized to come right back, battering ram right back at the Belarus team. Belarus is able to handle that quite well. And now they're trying to create a one-on-one situation. With number 18, Ugorov, Alexei Ugorov out there again, trying to break up the Slovenian play between the two blue lines. Oh, big, excellent save from number 35, Vitaly Belinsky, the goalie for Belarus. Urbas brought his best snapshot, but Belinsky, number 35, was up to it. Vitaly Belinsky. And the head coach of Slovenia, Kopitar, he's wondering just what happened. What the heck's going on here? Slovenia wins the face-off. Puck bounces out over the blue line. They have to come out, regroup. They throw it right back in. Working along the boards once again. Throwing it in front of the net, hoping for another deflection. There have been many deflections so far today. Grinding it out along the boards. Looking for that quick centering pass. There comes another deflection. We're going. That's what seems to be what Slovenia is doing. We're into the last 2 minutes. Very dangerous situation right here for Belarus. Oh, here comes the big shot for the point. No, he fakes it. Oh, and Belarus gets possession. Ugorov. No, Stefanovic, number 16, excuse me, number 16, Stefanovic was out there for Belarus. And here comes Slovenia once again. And it looks like it's probably going to be an icing call against Slovenia. They were looking for that long stretch pass right up the center ice area. Kopitar, the head coach, he has to pull a trick out of his hat. And instead, Andrei Skabelka, the head coach of Belarus that you see on the screen, he has to keep his troops focused and don't get too emotional, nor get too scrambly or running behind the puck. Hustan, the goalie for... Oh, there's another shot. Oh! Slovenia comes up with the puck. Miracle of miracles, they come up with the puck. Long slap shot, getting the puck down into the Belarus zone. Grabarenko, who saved a goal against Slovenia, is out there. They can't get the puck out of their own zone. And Slovenia has pulled its goalie. They've got the sixth attacker out. Slovenia has pulled its goalie. They've got 6 men on the ice. It's 6 on 5. And it's 43 seconds left in the third period. 4-3 Belarus against Slovenia. There's Robert Kristan, the Slovenian goalie. He's been pulled. Slovenia has called a timeout. Kopitar is going to show his troops what he wants them to do out there. It's a 6-on-5 situation with a face-off in the Belarus zone. Mikhail Stefanovic. He's had a lot of ice time out there as well. Watch him right there. He had that last scoring opportunity. He went up high. Maybe caught a piece of Tristan's right there. Watch how it goes up. Maybe it went off his shoulder or caught a bit of his left part of his mask. That's the end of the timeout. Last 43 seconds. Face off in the Belarus zone. 4-3 Belarus. Slovenia has pulled its goalie, so it's 6-on-5. Obviously, they're going to work the puck around, try and get that sixth man into an open area so he can get a good, clear shot on net. And if there's ever a time where Marcel Rodman, the centerman number 22 for Slovenia, should win this face-off, it's this time right now. And Slovenia does have it. They do whip it in front of the net, but to no avail. The Belarus players are going down, trying to block the shots. 6-on-5, and it's whipped out, and Belarus does get possession, throwing it out into mid-ice area. 25 seconds left in the third period. They obviously want to eat up as much time as possible between the two blue lines. Here comes Slovenia. And Belarus throws the puck down the ice. So it will be an icing call against Belarus. But obviously the puck did not go into the net to count for a Ugarov, number 18. Took the chance. Maybe he wanted to telegraph down that goal into the Slovenian end. But again, we'll do it all over again with the last few seconds left in the third period with 6-on-5 for Slovenia against Belarus. There's a timeout now called by Skabelka, the head coach for Belarus. He's just bringing his troops over now, trying to get them a few more seconds of rest time, talking to them, telling them how to play this situation. 6-on-5, throwing the puck out into the mid-ice area. Don't try and go for that long telegraphed goal, because that would give the other team, Slovenia in this case obviously, an opportunity to have another face-off in their own end. So now, right now, as everybody knows, my pet project, which I always talk about, is face-offs. And this is right now where I think teams should always be working on face-offs, where everybody knows what they should be doing in a face-off situation, because this is obviously extremely important for both teams. Here we go, 13 seconds left in the third period. Belarus wins it, whips it down the ice, probably will not. It is an icing call. It is an icing call against Belarus. 6 seconds left. Once again, Skabelka is looking up and down the bench. The head coach for Belarus, Andrei Stas. He's the centerman sent out for Belarus right now. He blocks the situation. And that should be able to do it for Belarus. That's it. Finished. Belarus wins 4-3 against Slovenia. What a game. Kopitar is obviously very disappointed with the results of this game. Belarus was back on its heels at the beginning of this game. Little by little, they got themselves back into the game, and in fact, they take the win home. Huge, huge win for Belarus right now. There's the disappointment of Slovenia. And there we see Bielinski, number 35, the goalie for Belarus. Who's going to be the top 3 picks? Well, I say one of the picks will be, I would say, number 92 from Belarus for saving a goal. And there's the player of the game. Marcel Rodman gets himself the player of the game in a losing effort against Belarus. It was a great game, as we promised you, right from the very start. I would say number 92 for Belarus. No. Well, Goroshko. Oleg Goroshko, number 22, gets a player of the game for Belarus.
Made by number 55, Robert Shabolix, time 14:52. 2 goals for Team Belarus.
There we see the official photographs of the players of the games.
Time 3:57, and the second one.
So things are finished up here. 4-3 for Belarus in this preliminary round game. That's all from me, Mark Bearwald, signing off for today. Bye-bye.